Hello everybody, this is Chaos with Chaos Esports Productions, bringing you game number 2 of this round of 8 in-house Eternal Dreamers tournament. Let's go ahead and introduce our players. Spawning in the upper left-hand corner of Belshir Vestige, it is Eternal Dreamers Sanctum. And spawning in the lower right-hand corner with a very decisive Hellion run-by in the first game, it is Eternal Dreamers Reprieve. So, it'll be very interesting to see how this game turns out. That last game, we definitely saw a very, very convincing win. You know, when 9, 10 Hellions sneak into the natural, take out the natural, and then sneak into the main and take out the main. It's just like, well, I guess that's it. So, we'll have to see what Sanctum is got up his sleeve to bring this back. Now this is a best of 3, so we will have to see if he can bring on the heat. We do have a fairly early scout, question mark? That's fascinating. I guess he is looking for some cheese, doesn't want to be dealing with any random shenanigans going on, I guess. Belshir Vestige does tend to be a place where it's very easy to kind of, you know, put a random set of gateways or a random set of racks and hide it so your opponent doesn't see it coming. But we are seeing once again a hatchery first coming out of Sanctum, so definitely looking to play more of a macro style game. Ooh, command center first, very boldly spoken. So that is going to actually be followed up by probably a fairly early racks to wall off here, so he doesn't have to deal with any potential 6 pool, yada yada, but since there is no 6 pool, should be perfectly safe. So both players definitely being very, very cautious about what's going on and what the potentials for their opponents do. So we do have gas coming out first from Sanctum, which I think is a better choice compared to last game where he went for a gasless opening. So definitely going to be able to get his speed out in time and have a little bit more map control than he did in the last game. So, looks like we do also have a gas coming out of Reprieve, so probably going to be seeing some Reapers, followed by a fairly early Factory would be my guess, unless he chooses to go the kind of for a stim timing. So, we definitely need to keep an eye on that and whether or not he chooses to go that route. We are seeing the Marine first, which is a little bit, which is pretty normal. And actually this Hero SCV is going to get in here and pretty much see that, yes, gas is being mined, and the natural is already done. So he has a pretty good idea of what's going on, what his opponent's doing. And I would say that things are looking fairly well. Now this SCV is definitely going to be building that, starting to get that wall off up, start with the bunker, and we'll be moving out with some supply depots here shortly. And there is our early Factory. So we are probably going to see some type of reactor Hellion type play. Obviously, since we've got the early double orbital, Reprieve's minerals are going to be doing fairly well, and we do see the reactor coming down. So we will be seeing once again a Hellion opening from our Terran player. And once again, we will also be seeing a Roach play. Very fascinating. So it'll be very interesting to see if Sanctum actually gets the opportunity to scout. He's got this Overlord in a fairly decent position, and obviously with all the Marines kind of chilling out at the front, he should be able to get in and see fairly easily that, yes, indeed, I am dealing with Hellions once again. And this Queen is going back and forth, doing her thing. So, we do have 6 Roaches on the way, followed by speed is about 2/3 of the way done. So we do have a scan on in the main, so he does see what's going on now. The question is will it spot the... Yes, okay, so it does spot the Roaches, so Reprieve should have a fairly good indication that his opponent is going to be putting on a little bit of pressure. So, Tech Lab now coming up, probably for some Marauders. Obviously, that would be the big driver in defending off his bait. And actually, there's a fair amount of units here. We got a bunch of Lings coming out, lots of Roaches. Totally in the units count, we have 16 lings on the field as well as 8 roaches, so it's definitely going to be very, very difficult. But with these Widow's Mines out, ooh, those are going to get a really good hit. Oh, maybe not as good as we wanted. Thankfully, they more or less dealt with I think he's got enough. He might be able to hold, but it's getting very, very close. I don't know. Okay, so the bunker does go down. A fair amount of units are still alive for Reprieve, and he's actually going to be able to get in here fairly easily. Now, the question of the day, okay, so we do have a full wall off here at the top of the ramp, so this looks like Sanctum's going to be able to really do a whole lot. And actually, with all these lings clumped up, this We Don't Mind does get another go at it. Ooh, but the SCVs are not pulled quick enough, and actually all of them will get into the main. And I don't think there's really that much that Reprieve can do. Obviously, the lings are going to take out a lot of these SCVs, and that is game number 2, tied at 1-1.